groups, you could then create a sort of a neural shunt that restores somebody who's a quadriplegic to full functionality.
Not enhancement, not science fiction. From day one, the real goal of Neuralink is rebuilding lost connections between the brain and the body. However, the question today is simple. How close are we now? In recent human trials, Tesla Neuralink has demonstrated brain-computer interfaces that allow paralyzed patients to interact with digital systems using neural signals alone. Beyond that, the company is expanding into communication restoration, vision recovery, and precision surgical technology. In this video, we take a clear progress check on Neuralink's latest updates and measure them against the goals it was created to pursue, focusing on what has been achieved, what remains experimental, and where the real limits still are. If you value clear technology analysis like this, subscribe to AutoGearshift to help the channel reach 21,375 subscribers and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming coverage. What has Tesla Neuralink recently updated in thought-based computer control? Tesla Neuralink is developing a brain-computer interface system, abbreviated as BCI, with the goal of creating a direct communication channel between the human brain and computers. Instead of using hands or voice, this system reads neural signals related to movement intention and converts them into commands that control a mouse cursor or keyboard on a screen. This is the foundation of the telepathy feature that Tesla Neuralink is currently testing in humans. In the early stage, the objective is very clear: to help people with paralysis control computers and type using thought alone. Tesla Neuralink implants the N1 implant into the skull and records neural activity through 1,024 electrodes. These electrodes are not large rigid components, but are divided into 64 extremely thin polymer threads. Thanks to this design, the system can capture signals at higher density while reducing mechanical irritation to brain tissue compared to traditional BCI devices. The figures of 1,024 electrodes and 64 polymer threads have been publicly disclosed by Neuralink in documents and updates related to the PRIME study. The way Tesla Neuralink converts brain signals into computer control can be understood simply as machine learning from intention. When you imagine moving your hand or moving a cursor, the motor cortex generates characteristic signal patterns. The N1 implant captures these signals, and Tesla Neuralink's software learns how to associate them with movement direction, speed, and clicking actions. Users do not need to verbalize commands in their mind or think in words. They only need to form the intention to move, and the system gradually learns and understands that intention. As a result, the real-world experience feels quite natural, similar to intuitive control. The more it is used, the smoother it becomes, because the algorithm is personalized to each individual brain. Do you see thought-based computer control as a real step forward for people with paralysis? If you agree, comment Neuralink below. What new progress has Tesla Neuralink made in restoring communication? Tesla. Neuralink's telepathy mainly reads motor intentions, such as whether you want to move the cursor left or right. Restoring language communication is an entirely different problem. Speech is not just the movement of the mouth, but a process in which the brain forms meaning and structures sentences before producing sound. Even when a person cannot speak, their brain still generates signals when they intend to communicate. Tesla Neuralink can leverage these signals by reading brain activity at the stage of speech preparation, rather than reading motor commands. In other words, the system does not ask the brain, "What do you want to move?" but instead asks, "What do you want to say?" This allows communication intent to be converted into text or digital signals without requiring the body to physically speak. One important point is that Tesla Neuralink does not need to rigidly decode each letter one by one. In natural communication, the brain constantly predicts the next word based on context. Tesla Neuralink can combine neural signals with language models to infer complete sentences, enabling faster and more natural communication compared to typing character by character using telepathy. Finally, language communication restoration relies heavily on the brain's ability to adapt. As users practice, the brain learns to generate clearer signals, while Tesla Neuralink's system also learns to better understand that specific brain. This is a two-way process that allows communication to become increasingly smooth, without increasing invasiveness or hardware complexity. In summary, if Tesla Neuralink's telepathy restores a digital hand, then language communication restoration aims to restore a voice. This is why this approach is fundamentally different, easier for users to understand, and has a very large impact on quality of life. Do you believe restoring communication through neural signals can truly give people their voice back? Share your support by commenting yes. What is the latest update on Tesla Neuralink's vision restoration efforts? Blindsight from Tesla. Neuralink is a completely different approach compared to computer control or communication restoration. Instead of reading brain signals to control devices, Blindsight focuses on writing visual information directly into the brain, specifically the visual cortex. According to Reuters, the FDA has granted Blindsight the designation of a breakthrough device, indicating that regulators see special potential in this technology to help blind people regain vision. Many blind individuals do not completely lose the brain's ability to process visual information. In some cases, the eyes or optic nerves are damaged, but the brain regions responsible for understanding images remain functional. Tesla Neuralink takes advantage of this by bypassing the eyes and optic nerves, then directly stimulating the visual cortex with electrical signals. In other words, Blindsight does not repair the eyes, but instead delivers visual data straight into the brain. Blindsight also uses brain implants to generate simple points of light within the user's perception. In the early stages, the images perceived by users do not resemble natural vision, but are closer to low-resolution patterns of light and dark. The core difference between Blindsight and Tesla Neuralink's telepathy lies in the direction of information flow. Telepathy reads data from the brain outward, while Blindsight sends data from the external world into the brain. This is a reversed, one-way form of communication, and scientifically it is more difficult because the brain must learn to interpret entirely new types of signals. However, thanks to neural plasticity, the brain can gradually adapt and improve image recognition over time with continued use. In terms of real-world impact, Tesla Neuralink's Blindsight targets people who are completely blind, including cases of eye loss or congenital blindness, as long as the visual cortex remains intact. Blindsight is being considered a potential medical solution, not merely an experimental concept. In summary, if telepathy restores interaction with the digital world and communication restoration restores speech, then Tesla Neuralink's Blindsight aims to restore visual perception of the world. This is a fundamentally different direction, more challenging neurologically, but also one with a very large potential impact on quality of life if successful. Even if the first version is limited, would artificial vision still be useful as it gets better over time? Comment promising if you think this direction makes sense. What new technological advances has Tesla Neuralink introduced? One of the greatest challenges of brain implant technology does not lie in software or algorithms, but in how to place devices into the brain safely and accurately. The human brain has an extremely complex structure, containing millions of small blood vessels, and even a very slight deviation during implantation can cause inflammation, bleeding, or long-term degradation of signal quality. Tesla Neuralink addresses this problem by developing a dedicated automated surgical robot, rather than relying entirely on manual human operation. According to information released by Neuralink, this surgical robot can place electrode threads with micron-level precision, meaning many times smaller than the diameter of a human hair. This level of precision is critical because blood vessels in the cortex are often only a few dozen microns in diameter. When the robot can see and avoid small blood vessels in real time, the risk of brain tissue damage is significantly reduced. This not only makes surgery safer, but also increases the likelihood that the implant will operate stably over long periods of time. Alongside the surgical robot, Tesla Neuralink has also made major improvements to the electrodes themselves. Instead of using thick, rigid electrodes like those found in many traditional BCI systems, Neuralink uses extremely thin polymer electrode threads that are thinner than a human hair. A single N1 implant can contain more than 1,000 electrodes distributed across multiple flexible threads. Thanks to their small size and flexibility, these electrodes can make closer contact with neurons without exerting significant pressure on brain tissue. The result is clearer signal acquisition while reducing the brain's inflammatory response. From a neural data science perspective, signal quality is extremely important. When signals are clean and stable, Tesla Neuralink's machine learning algorithms can learn faster and more accurately how the brain generates intentions or perceptions. Conversely, if signals are noisy or degrade due to tissue damage, system performance becomes difficult to improve over time. This is why the precise surgical robot and ultra-thin electrodes are not merely mechanical improvements, but foundational elements that enable the entire Neuralink ecosystem to function effectively. Another often overlooked benefit is future scalability. When the implantation process is standardized and automated using robots, surgery time can be reduced and consistency across procedures can be improved. This is critical if Tesla Neuralink aims to deploy the technology to many patients rather than only a small number of experimental cases. In medicine, repeatability and procedural stability are often just as important as the technology itself. Neuralink's recent progress shows that brain-computer interfaces are moving beyond theory and into practical medical use. From restoring basic computer interaction, to rebuilding communication through language, to exploring direct visual input into the brain, Tesla Neuralink is approaching neurological disability as an engineering problem grounded in biology, data, and precision surgery. These systems are not about enhancing healthy humans, but about restoring lost connections between intention, perception, and action. The real breakthrough lies not in any single feature, but in how hardware, software, and neuroscience are being integrated into a repeatable medical platform. If you value evidence-based technology analysis like this, subscribe to autogearshift to help the channel reach 21,375 subscribers, and turn on notifications so you do not miss our upcoming deep dives into emerging science and engineering.